This is just mind-blowing. It's becoming extremely crazy at BlackRock. The Shiba Inu development team has also recently made a huge announcement. The Shiba Inu population is exploding. This bullish circumstance has never existed before. That's not all of the signals. It appears like we finally have the solution as a number of things are coming together. So what the hey am I even getting at? Also, how is Shiba Inu related to BlackRock? Allow me to clarify. Important notice. What appears to be a bearish shakeout is actually driving a strong bullish rise as the cryptocurrency market just witnessed liquidations worth roughly $1 billion. In the midst of it all, a Shiba Inu is barking like a dog. After a remarkable 12.5% increase yesterday, the meme coin is gaining steam today, increasing by 3%. It may be the beginning of a huge breakthrough. The most bizarre aspect of today, though, is yet to come. The $100,000 barrier has been finally broken by Bitcoin. The price of Ethereum has recently surpassed 2,000. Big numbers aren't all these. They have served as the crypto world's emotional linchpins for the previous 6 months. It seemed like the whole market was frozen, apprehensive and nervous whenever Bitcoin fell below 100,000 or Ethereum fell below 2,000. However, everything becomes illuminated after prices surpass those lines. Everything changes, there's a surge of energy, and the room comes to life once more. Finally, we have arrived. The long-awaited bullish zone has been entered. There is a change in the energy, feeling confident again. Quite frankly, I've never felt wonderful like this before. During all this chaos, not even the Shiba Inu development team could remain silent. Lucy, who is a major advocate behind Shiba Inu, took to Twitter and said something absolutely brilliant. But beyond that, it's a signal, she penned. The fire is further fueled as the team begins to participate in the excitement. They must be feeling the same way we are because they are keeping an eye on the charts. This is not your average bounce. It is possible that this is authentic. However, please remain patient, as Lucy had more to say. A post that caught everyone off guard was her follow-up, something that could end up being the most significant catalyst we've experienced for quite some time. The value of Shiba Inu isn't merely increasing, it's poised to skyrocket if all goes according to plan. Now tell me about that incredible post. Today on her X account, the Shiba Inu marketing head offered an audacious and somewhat incredible goal. She tweeted that the price of Shiba Inus could increase by 1,000% in the span of 3 days. You read that correctly, it is 100%. An all-out explosion might send Shiba Inu to new heights if that occurs. We're not merely talking about a pump here. Consider how crazy that is for a second before we go into the specifics. For more than 3 years, fans have eagerly anticipated any sign that Shiba will even approach its prior level of performance. We go from talking about breaking that record to discussing it at all during this already extraordinary market move. After 3 days, it's completely insane. Shiba is surrounded with bullish vibes at the moment, but such a daring aim. I'm not exaggerating, this is truly revolutionary. Something significant seems to be developing here. Time to get down to brass tacks, because by May 11th, Shiba Inu will have set a new record of 3-014 if this 100% forecast comes true. Assuming the current supply remains unchanged, that would result in a tremendous market cap for Shiba of approximately $87 billion. This isn't your average moonshot, it's a totally executed rocket launch. Plus, Lucy is standing firm on her request. She made a joke about how she's already informed her boss and Kat about the prognosis, so she's totally on board. She claims she will be emotionally unavailable for anything other than celebration if all goes according to plan. Now though, this is intriguing. Lucy has a history of making audacious predictions, and this one is no exception. Just a few days after making a similar claim last year, she cited the robust Shiba Inu ecosystem as the cause for its potential meteoric rise. It was her personal viewpoint, not financial advice. She made it clear back then. This time though, something is different. Her support is significantly stronger this time. Additionally, it appears that alerts her supervisor. Also, the real numbers are beginning to reveal a compelling story, which is a welcome change from all the speculation and forecasts. Short liquidations for Shiba Inus in the past 24 hours have surged to $1.79 million, as reported by Cockinglass. What this means is that Shiba Inu bettors are quickly losing their money. Important developments are unfolding behind the scenes as the negative pressure is dissipated. With a 25% increase, open interest is currently hovering at $209 million. I can see the signal clearly. Shiba Inu is attracting more and more professional traders. The fact that more traders are now betting long, as indicated by the funding rate on open interest climbing to 0.01%, is adding to the momentum. Bullish mood is rapidly increasing. To put it simply, this is where things get really out of hand though. Over the last day alone, the network has processed 6,700 trillion worth of Shiba Inu tokens. You're talking about a huge sum, and the amount of significant transactions reaches a new 7-day high. You won't hear this at the mall. This is movement on a whale-level seriousness. Such an explosion of on-chain activity is typically indicative of a substantial change taking place behind the scenes that is only now becoming apparent. You won't believe it, but the Shiba Inu has witnessed an influx of 2,952%. That's just incredible. It's skyrocketing. Such actions demonstrate that the token is currently receiving serious investment capital, media attention, and faith. The crypto market was already humming along at a healthy clip, and now there's yet another big indicator that things have really turned around. For the past 18 days running, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF has shown positive inflows. This is massive, even though it sounds like just another statistic. The ETF flows were completely unpredictable not long ago. Inflows would be visible one day, exits the following day. The result was anarchy. Sharp, unexpected, and frequently illogical price movements kept traders guessing about the market's future. I felt like I was attempting to find my way through a hurricane without a compass during that time. Now though, consistent inflows for 18 days in a row constitute a strong signal. Something very basic has changed, it seems. Feelings have returned, self-assurance is growing, and major investors aren't merely poking their heads in anymore. Entering with intent is it. Allow me to take you back in time so you can see the potential significance of this. Starting on January 11, 2024, when the Bitcoin ETFs were initially introduced, BlackRock experienced a remarkable 71-day run of daily inflows. In the realm of exchange-traded funds ETFs, that run was unprecedented, particularly for a young fund. Day after day, capital continued to come into BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. However, on April 24, for the first time since its introduction, no new inflows were recorded. Here we are again, following a comparable trend. Nearly 2 weeks had passed. This is causing some to wonder. The previous time we seen such consistent demand, Bitcoin experienced a spike, institutional investors flocked to the field, and the entire cryptocurrency market came alive. A large portion of the subsequent bull run was that ETF streak, framework, credibility, and forward motion were all produced. Is this the beginning of a new wave, then? That is the major question. A number of factors are converging: the timing, the charts, and the mood. It is not out of the question that we could be on the brink of yet another tremendous market surge. What with BlackRock stealthily amassing yet another solid streak, this is where everyone was taken by surprise. Everyone's heart is racing, not just Shiba Inu's. The whole Shiba ecology is going into full light mode. Bone, Treat, and Leash are just a few tokens whose prices have jumped 10 to 20%. It's as if all things related to Shiba Inus are being swept along by a coordinated tsunami of momentum. Naturally, the development team also realized they couldn't keep quiet. They went to X and made a few posts that, to be honest, read more like declarations of purpose than mere tweets. The message was quite clear: